Welcome to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates. Viewers, we are getting into our show this morning, and we have two lovely guests in studio to talk about something fun and exciting that you need to be a part of over this Easter weekend. So we are going to be speaking with the team from Healing for Horses. Of course, no stranger to our set, Ms. Veronika Johanna Danzer. So good morning and welcome to you.
Good morning, Kandace. Such a pleasure to be here today with our art therapist from Trinidad.
Certainly,
Ms.
Cheryl Ghany.
We know her since 15 years.
Wow.
She has been supporting the programs and the community work, the youth empowerment programs, the Easter event we're having going on.
Mm-hmm. Great. All right, so let's get straight on into what do you guys have planned. And so, I mean, everybody should know by now about Healing for Horses. And in case you don't know, it's, well, actually, you tell the viewers about Healing for Horses briefly before we get into the program.
Of course. Healing with Horses is an empowerment program where we work with the power of equines. Of course, these are horses, but also with the environment, with the community, with different subjects like art, creative gardening. We do also offer beach cleanups. We have many different events where we also integrate community. So, and all year long, we offer community empowerment program, like youth empowerment program. And I know, Kandace, you have been with us also at the beach and the horses. We have been sustaining ourselves the last 18 years through the work also with the tourists who support us financially. And I wanted to also honor, in that point, Tobago, the House of Assembly, because we are on state land, on 4 acres land at Bucco Point. So I want to show my gratitude and appreciation also to the community of Bucco who, welcomes us with open arms. So the horses are walking every morning at 10 o'clock to the beach and every evening again, coming back from the grazing area, which is now, a spectacle where tourists go to the beach and look at the horses coming back and rolling and just frolicking in the water.
And certainly it's become one of those iconic parts of just being a part of the Bucco community. And getting into the Easter period, you have some wonderful activities planned and that the public needs to be a part of. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we have our Easter event. Mm-hmm. So it's, we call it the 5 E's, Easter Equine Environment Empowerment Program, where we integrate not only Cheryl Ghany with her beautiful art therapy. Maybe, Cheryl, you have a few pieces here we can highlight. So she will speak about this in a little while. So where we give opportunities to children, youth, and special needs to learn the art of self-expression, and then our program comes in with the horses, where you learn how to, walk a horse, leadership training with a horse. And then we also have creative gardening. We have environment programs where we plant trees around the coastline and in the park, as well as we offer beach cleanups. Mm-hmm. You can find a little bit more out about the programs on our homepage as well as on our Instagram page. And here we see some lovely pictures where last time where Miss Ghany was on board, we had especially able children on board, the one with the red t-shirt, and then we had our community members also integrated, and she started to showcase what she's going to offer at the Easter event as well on our special day on the 24th, when one of our sponsors, Republic Bank, comes over, for a site visit.
And, getting into that conversation just a little bit, Ms. Ghany. Yes. So you are part of that wonderful art program that's going to be. What can be expected for participants that come to the Easter Youth Empowerment Program?
Well, I am actually going to be giving them some lessons in Zentangle. And just at a glance, I'm going to be doing a class with Zentangle and horses, equine. In May is really where I begin to express myself as a teacher in calligraphy. That's my stronger that will be when I will actually be spending a little more time in Tobago. The plan is to work within a 2-week period, twice a week. And basically, I will be presenting on calligraphy, the art of beautiful lettering. I decided along the way, when I was researching what I was going to do, to introduce ancestral languages. Hindi, Celtic, Chinese, Maori, and the traditional Gothic and italic lettering. Then I'm going to be able to, I wanted to also, in presenting these languages, to have the students research their own projects. It's not that I'm going to dictate to them. You have to do research, and it'll be a wonderful event, a wonderful learning event, right? Anybody can do this program, particularly this Zentangle area here. What it does, it encourages creativity. It calms you down. It presents a sense of meditation and relaxation, almost parallel to being with horses. You know, that feeling that you get with them.
Yes.
So I am very excited about working with Veronika and her team. I've been around healing with horses well over 13 years now. Now that I've retired, I actually have a little more time. And this is my choice, to be in Tobago and to give back.
And it is such an honor to have, ladies like Cheryl on board, because this is how healing with horses was growing the last 16 years. It's not only about horses, it's about giving the less fortunate opportunities free of charge. But at the end, everybody can participate. So if you would like to participate, as you see this program this morning, you pay 150 TTs and you will be enrolled in the Easter program.
And it's for all 5 days?
All 5 days, yeah. It's actually going on Tuesdays to Saturdays, 9 to 12, and then from 2 till 5. Yeah, we have an amazing session coordinator, Mr. Julian. We have other community members who are helping us to host the program. Yeah, and I would like to speak also about this book.
Yes,
yeah, I would just want to throw that in because I know time is limited. So we published a book 10 years ago, and it came out in German language, and now it's out in English since December. I feel very honored. The preface was written by Her Excellency Harriet Cross, who knows the foundation and who has been basically supporting the sanctuary, where we not only have 12 horses and 14 dogs and 14 cats, plus XY, special needs. So she speaks about her experience, and the book is basically showcasing how healing with horses organically grew. Yeah, when we started in 2007, bringing one horse from the rainforest and then integrating the specially abled children, as well as employing specially abled adults, employing community, working together hand in hand with community. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to showcase this book today.
Certainly. And one of the things that is so remarkable with healing with horses is that ability, and you touched on it earlier, of having that mental break, in a sense, because the truth is there's so much to stress people out in everyday life. And a lot of times people wonder, what can I do? How can I cope? Or how can I just find some way to just relax in a safe way too, because there's a lot of unhealthy ways that we can cope. But some of the things that you guys offer just through the interaction with the horses, through art, is something that can help people a lot. So I want to talk a little bit about that part and helping people to process a lot of the things that they are going through. So, and just that mental help that.
I think we wanted to start with ourselves. I teach what I would like to receive for myself. I need creativity in my life. I need to be outdoors in my life. I need to be with animals and to to be with animals and healthy and beautiful people who inspire me, just like you, Kandace, and you, Cheryl. Thank you for being in my life. And now we are creating on a wider, I always say Healing with Horse in the Park is like a little world where you can tap into and you feel the peace. And our vision statement is really a harmonious wave of healing for all. So we all need that mental break. We all need to exhale. We need to learn to live in the moment, which you learn when you do creative gardening, which you learn when you paint, which you learn when you are brushing a horse, because you just need to be in the moment. You cannot think about your worries you have at work. So we also offer that program free of charge to all frontline workers, because they're giving so much back to community.
Certainly. Right. And then, just art itself, Ms. Cheryl. And tell me, because and again, you spoke a little about it in terms of some of the different types of art and the calligraphy and things like that. What have you seen in your students over the years and how that has helped them develop?
Well, I taught art at Presentation College in San Fernando. And my best years were Form 1 and 2, where I introduced calligraphy to them. But many of these students were not able to afford a simple thing like a calligraphy pen set. So, passing by my neighbor one day, I saw a Chinese bamboo pens. So I said, you know what, maybe we can do non-traditional nibs. And out of that, there's a gentleman here in Tobago, Wendell Moore of Best Craft. Wendell has actually fashioned nibs for me from broomsticks and dowel rods, and these will be available. It's a sense of community. I offer my services to Healing with Horses. I love what I do. I'm passionate about it. I'm very excited about it. And the whole expression of art within the realm of the environment at Healing with Horses, it just lends itself to creativity and that free spirit. So I would stress once again that all are welcome, and don't feel that because it's art, I can't do it. You can. My approach is very simple, and the techniques are, they're adaptable to all.
And calligraphy is sort of a dying art, especially in this digital world that we live in.
Yeah.
But it's so beautiful too, and just learning how to script in different ways. We need to revisit some of those things.
But what I'm also doing is I'm using symbols from the ancestral languages and turning them into art.
Wow.
It's a fusion of language and symbols. And again, I encourage the participants to research their own. I will not be dictating this is what you're going to do. I present it to them in an open fashion, and we share and we discuss things and we move it along. I'm looking forward to that. I will emphasize that my bigger class will be in May month, probably the first 2 weeks in May. And the proceeds from that class per participant will be for Healing with Horses, a portion to Healing with Horses. So I encourage all to come on board, and very soon the posters will be out there for all to register.
So if this has piqued the interest of any of you viewers as to, wanting to learn, whether you're an art student, whether you're just a regular person, just wanted to explore a little bit, you've seen calligraphy and different types of lettering over the years and you want to learn. And that's not just that. She has a lot more art offered. Or if you want to, be a part of Healing with Horses and get to interact with the horses and so on and ride them in the beach, how can people get in touch with you guys?
You can simply send a WhatsApp message to our office, 305-2000, or through Instagram, Healing with Horses, or through Facebook, or you can write us an email, support@healing-with-horses.org. As well, we have an office landline, 639-0953, but the safest way is through WhatsApp, 305-2000.
I would like to say that I will be also providing, with the cost, I will be providing the materials. So you just come at your great imagination.
Certainly. And then what a wonderful time to be able, it's holiday weekend. And if you want something fun, different to do, check out Healing with Horses and the youth empowerment program that's happening over Easter. Learn something fun and, have a different experience. So, yeah, so again, just remind the viewers just when and where they can be a part of this.
Okay, it's happening every day from Tuesday until Saturday. And you get some more information through our office. There is a cost attached, it's 150 TTs per day, okay? And that's a donation to Healing with Horses. We are supported also through Republic Bank, the Power Make a Difference program. So I would like to also announce that here, and I would like to thank Republic Bank, okay? At the end, we all need to feel empowered, and we would like to give the opportunity not only to the specially abled ones for free, but to everybody. So feel free. You don't have to be specially abled. Feel free to come and tap into the world of unknown, because, sometimes you don't even know your potential. Sometimes you just need to try out something new. The mission for Healing with Horses is we are creating an integrated, inspiring space together with Cheryl Ghany. So it's like a big camp, not only for specially abled one, where youth, but also adults feel inspired and safe, creating magic in a space, not only for specially abled children, with animals, where you can feel empowered and where you maybe realize your full potential through therapeutic interactions like therapy,
Yes.
art therapy, and interaction in nature. I think nature is an important part where you feel, I can exhale again.
Certainly. And of course, a lot of Veronica's story, because she had a remarkable story here in Tobago, and she has put in her book. So, you could just perhaps stop by the office in Buku and get your copy of the book as well.
Yeah.
Right? So
Thank
you
you
for
very
being
much.
on with us. Certainly a pleasure to check in and see what's going on with Healing with Horses. Always something wonderful happening there. So thank you again.
Thank you.
And viewers, be sure to be a part of it, even if it's just one day. Just stop in and see what's going on. You won't regret it. So we got to go for a break, but we'll be back right after this with more on GMT.